El programa con las buenas entrevistas a tus luchadores favoritos. Con la voz de la experiencia, Superboy. Y las vaciladas del bandido. Ya comienza el programa Hablando de Lucha. Hablando de Lucha.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estamos? Ya saben, es martes de Hablando de Lucha aquí por abradiofm.com, hecho de Bandido al Aire y por la página de NTLL, la Casa de la Lucha Libre aquí en el Valle del Antílope. Y como siempre, cada martes ya saben que me acompaña mi compañero, mi amigo fiel, si no se puede decir más, el sexy boy, el mero Superboy. ¿Cómo estamos, Superboy?
Aquí estamos, mi bandido, con una entrevista más, un martes más, ansioso por empezar. Tenemos a todo un powerhouse el día de hoy.
La verdad, sí, pero mira, antes de eso, quiero mandar un saludo de aquí a Margarita, siempre veo, amiga, aquí a tu hermana Lucha, un abrazo hasta
un saludos para Margarita hasta Garden Grove.
A ver, Sergio, bájale poquito a volumen a tu...
A ver.
Ahí está.
¿Ahí está?
Mejor. Ok. Hoy tenemos un powerhouse, como dices tú. A ver, cuéntanos un poquito más de esta persona que tenemos ahora, Sergio.
Fíjate que es un personaje que desde la primera vez que yo lo vi, me impresionó bastante. Lo empecé a ver en aquí en el sur de California. Y fíjate, sorprendentemente, no me vas a creer, mi querido Bandido, pero en las preliminares, en las primeras luchas, y fíjate que muchas de las veces se robaba la noche. Y contra un oponente que no me vas a creer, contra Mr. California, le sacaba unos luchonones que, la verdad, yo iba especialmente a esta empresa para ver esa primera lucha donde salía este personaje que poquito a poco se fue ganando la gente y ahorita, mira, está picando piedra y está ya en ese camino al estrellato.
Pues ahorita tiene un compromiso grandísimo con nosotros el día 20, pero quiero mandarle un saludo a nuestro amigo Leonardo, que también varios años que no lo vemos, a Leonardo, que le encanta la lucha libre. Ya sabe, Margarita y Lupita, cuando gusten, el 20 de marzo tenemos un evento aquí en Lancaster, ya saben que son mis invitados especiales, si gustan venir, aquí los esperamos, te seguro que sí. Pero saludos para Leonardo. Aquí Marcos Vardel dice, saludos a Superboy, un abrazo, amigo bandido. Claro, saludos hasta
Saludos, Marcos.
Y también Tijuana, Baja California, nuestra amiga Reina Silver. Saludos cordiales desde Tijuana, guapo.
Saludote a Tijuana, ¿cómo de que no?
Pero ya vamos a presentar a nuestro invitado de hoy, nada más nada menos que VITO, FRATELLI.
Bandido, Superboy, glad to be on the show. Thank you guys for having me.
Mr. VITO Fratelli, ¿cómo está usted? It's a great pleasure and honor to have you here at Hablando de Lucha con Superboy y el Bandido. Es un placer, la verdad. Un total powerhouse, como le digo yo a VITO Fratelli. Bienvenido.
Bienvenidos, gracias. Forget about it.
Eso es todo.
A ver, Superboy, forget about it. A ver.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Ahí está. Él echa eso italiano que él tiene, que lo hace ese personaje de VITO Fratelli. Impresionante, mi querido VITO Fratelli.
Vamos a hacerlo, va a ser un poquito bilingüe la entrevista. VITO habla poquito español, pero vamos a hablar poquito en inglés para que nos entienda bien. Hey, VITO, first of all, welcome to the show. You know, a lot of people have asked me to have you on because you have been making a strong name for yourself in the independent circuit here in SoCal and also now in Mexico. So a lot of people want to get to know a little bit more about VITO Fratelli. In my experience, a person that spoke highly of you to me was the most hated manager, Jack Fancy. me and him go way back, years back. And when he told me about you, he's like, "You gotta bring this kid in. This kid is really good. He's really good. He's gonna be the next superstar." and we brought you down a couple before the pandemic down here in Lancaster, and you were a huge success. The crowd loved you out here. And people want to know more about VITO for FRATELLI. Where did VITO start from? Where did he come from? How did he start in this business?
So I broke in this business like as a little kid, 14, 15, 16 years old, meeting people through wrestling. I got to start training at the Revolution Pro, the old Rudo's Dojo with Ron Rivera.
Really?
Got my basics done there. Like got my rolls, my bumps, learned how to run the ropes, just real basics there. Kind of in and out for a long time. And then started training at the Anaheim Marketplace with Martin Marin, WPW. Little Cholo was one of the head trainers at the time, Infernal as well. So got my basics at Rev Pro, polished up some more with WPW, and then been in and out of the business for a lot of years.
Well, yeah, when you mentioned Ron Rivera, that goes way back. American Watch, a very good friend.
Yeah.
He's an awesome guy. He used to work with us way back when we were running shows in Pacoima, talking almost 18 years ago, 17 years ago. Really good guy. And he's one of the guys that really got everything started out there before Bart. I think him and Bart ended up being partners, but before that, he was doing the shows at the Frankenstein's, correct? That's where you guys were training and everything out there, right?
Originally, I started training in like Santa Ana.
Okay. And Santa Ana, Norwalk area, wasn't it?
Right.
They used to run off of this. I think it's like a SWAT meet because I got to wrestle there a few times.
Yeah.
With Red Pro, yeah. I got to wrestle there against Super Dragon, Rising Sun, B-Boy, all the old guys from Red Pro.
All the Gorilla Pro superstar. Yeah. So you started training there and everything, and then how did you come about like continuing the business? Because there's a lot of people that train and everything, and like you said, are in and out of the business. But what made you take that next step to be 100% into the business?
Well, since I was so young, it was kind of hard to maintain and be a part of the business. I didn't really start back up till about 2011, and I only did a year at that point. It was like 2011, 2012, and then I stopped again because of family, because of work. I really had to focus all my time on that and left the business at that point again. So 2016, like January of 2016, I was like, I ain't getting any younger. Let's give this one more shot.
And
that's about the same time I seen you at MWF with Punisher. What I want to know is, what made you decide to go into Lucha Libre instead of, American wrestling?
Well, like Revolution Pro did like a hybrid style. It was Lucha and American, and WPW was Lucha Libre. So it's what I was familiar with. I knew some people through that, and then Mr. California was like a big part of me working with MWF, and it was all Lucha. All the shows he worked were all Lucha shows. So it was me and him, like first match at every single Lucha show in LA for like a year or two.
Yeah. That's where I seen you for the first time. And I was so impressed because you were such a powerhouse even back then. And, you combined your style, your American style with Lucha Libre, which I thought was very unique. And I remember one time pulling you aside and telling you, dude, what are you doing here? You need to be somewhere else. Because I saw the potential in you. And I said, wow, this kid has it all. It's just a matter of, knowing the right people and, start knocking on doors. And that's exactly what you did. And, it's worked out for you. I'm really happy for you because, a lot of people don't know all the BS you go through and everything, you had to go through. and I was witness to some of the things that you did, just to be in the show. You would, wrestle. You would get there early, wrestle. As soon as you wrestled, you didn't even change. You just took off because you got to go to work. Man, I respect that. I respect that. And not only were you like in a hurry, but man, the matches you were giving, that were excellent. That were really good matches. And I remember telling my kids, man, check out this guy, man, he's really good. I like his style. He's got the the power moves, and he's solid, man. Check him out. And we were checking you out all this time. And I'm glad to be that part of that, that told you that you were that good. And just I told you, go here, go there, tell them to book you. If they don't book you, these guys don't know about talent. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and you opened a lot of doors for me too. Like, a big part of getting out there more was like working with FMLL and Profeta Senior. Like, you opened that door for me. And same thing, like first match.
Yeah, exactly.
And after years and years, like, I finally started getting the recognition and the spot.
And I was telling, I remember, well, basically, I didn't open no door. You opened it yourself with your talent. I remember telling Profeta, dude, this guy could do it all. If you need a guy in the first, he's your man. If you need a guy in the main event, he's your guy. I seen him at Punishers wrestle main event with guys against Mexico. Dude, this guy is the real deal, man. I just got tired of telling this all the time because, like I said, I seen you wrestle main events, and dude, you were spot on. You were, you went out there and you did your thing, and one thing I liked about you, that you were never intimidated about a name or a person or anything, and you showed that in Tijuana against Blue Demon Jr. Let me congratulate you for that, because that is not an easy task. You went out there. It's like they say, I came, I saw, I conquered, I kicked ass. and it was just like that.
It's crazy because, like, to me, 2021 was like the best year ever for wrestling. Like, winning championships in 6 different companies, like wrestling so many like huge legends within our business, just being able to share the ring with them, share the locker room with them, learn from them. Like, I had such a great year. In January came around, I'm like, how am I going to top that? How does 2022 get better? And I didn't think it was possible. So January 15th, I show up to Promociones Cholo de Tijuana. They had a show in the Auditorio. I was scheduled for a different match, but who was supposed to be facing Blue Demon Jr. that night wasn't able to make it. So the promoter pulls me aside. He lets me know, hey, you're going to be working Demon. It's going to be for the title. You guys are going to be in the semi. And I was like, this guy's ribbing me. I don't believe him. There's no way that we're really doing this, And like an hour before the show, I was like, I still didn't believe him. And then I see the card on the wall. I was like, oh, that's happening. This is really happening.
Wow. And the rest is history, man. It's like I said, I'm so happy for you, and one thing I like about you is you're still knocking on doors. You're not exclusive for certain company. You keep knocking. You're going places. You're doing this. You're doing that, and I respect that. A lot of the time, that's something that I did. Back then we had all these small companies that wanted you to sign contracts. I go, what contract? It's not a big company. It's independent companies.
Right.
Even if you draw good, if you do good, you don't have what it takes to have a contract. And I was just so tired of that. I go, dude, if you guarantee me X amount of money and X amount of matches, hey, I'm your man. If you can't do that, I'm sorry. I'm still knocking on doors, and I took that path. I see some similarities in you, and I want you to tell me, is it like that, or what is your game plan?
It's definitely that way. I want every opportunity that I can get. Any chance to work, to be in there, to be in the ring, to be in front of people. Like I want it. I want that chance. I've been working hard, like booking wise, for the last few years, and every time you're in the ring, somebody else can see you. You know, somebody new, a different promoter, another opportunity to work with another name. So every chance I can, I'm taking it.
Well, yeah, you're on the right path, like I said, and congratulations on that, because it's not easy. It's hard. A lot of people don't understand that. You know, just because they see you in the main here or there, or you know, everywhere you go, you know, you're promoting yourself. You're giving the best of yourself. So nobody's opening any doors for you, because they might open the door, but at the end of the day, it's you, your talent, that opens that door even wider. So, like I said, that was my question, anyways, and I'm pretty sure Bandido has more to say.
One of the biggest things. I think. Lower the volume a little bit. There. One of the biggest things that you could get is from a fan. Abraham Jimenez is a longtime fan in LA, and this is what he wrote. I saw him on Sunday. He was wrestling Blood Eagle. VITO is very good. He is very good.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you, Abraham.
And this is a guy that knows about lucha, knows about wrestling. Right. You know, he's not your, me and Abraham have talked in the past before, and he's been going to luchas since the late 70s, man. So he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Now, VITO, what goals do you have for the future?
One of my biggest goals, like 2 years ago, was to be able to wrestle in Mexico. Once I beat that goal, like wrestling in TJ is one thing, but last month I also had the opportunity to wrestle like in Mexico City, had some great arenas, Arena Lopez Mateo, San Juan Pantitlán, and that experience was huge. Like it was so amazing, and I couldn't ask for anything better. Another goal I had was also to wrestle in Japan. Very, very heavily influenced by that Japanese style, that strong style, hard hitting, suplex machine. Like, I love it. So to be able to wrestle over there would be great.
You would really fit that style. You will be like right at home, with your style of wrestling in Japan. I just hope you get that opportunity, to go to Japan and show what you have. Hopefully they'll be opening the doors pretty soon, and there'll be more, because to be honest, in Japan also, wrestling is going through, through a bad time, but hopefully it'll get better. And like I said, you'll fit right in.
Thank you.
You'll fit right in, man.
I think VITO just needs the right opportunity. That one match that someone's gonna see and someone's gonna pass that video along. I think it's just worth time right now. A lot with AEW getting a little bit bigger, with MLW. You got PCW out here. If they haven't been calling you, they will be calling you by the end of this year. I could guarantee you that, because these local companies, MLW, PCW, they're great companies, and they have that path, that doorway. And I think once they start seeing a little bit more of VITO FRATELLI, they will be calling you for sure, man.
And those promotions would be great to work for. MLW is amazing. PCW is local, like it's like 20 minutes away from my house, where they run in Wilmington. So yeah, that'd be really cool. They pack the house. They bring a great card. Be amazing to work for them.
What do you think, sir?
Wow. ¿Qué pasó?
What do you think?
No, most definitely, yeah. Like I said, he needs to branch out to all those companies, and once they take a look at you, I'm pretty sure they're not going to let you go, because you fit right in. Your that style of wrestling that you have fits anywhere, and you have that great combination, lucha, the hybrid style, the lucha libre, pro American style. and it's very fun. It's it's very fun to watch because a lot of that's where you throw off a lot of the Mexican guys, because you go out there starting with the lucha, and then all of a sudden you're suplexing them all over the place, and that's where they're like, wait, what's going on?
Right.
And like I said, I love that. I just love that. I just love when you start doing your power moves and just start going downtown on these guys. It's awesome. And like I said, hopefully you'll be branching out pretty soon to all these other companies that, once they take a look at you, I'm pretty sure, man. So, just keep on hanging in there.
Yeah.
Now, to the date, which has been your toughest rival?
Toughest rival. I think my best rival has probably been Jack Cartwheel.
Okay.
We tore it up for like 6 months to a year. Every single place we went, every single promotion, we got to do a lot of great things in front of a lot of people. And like me and Jack, our chemistry was there from the get. Like from not knowing each other, the first time we worked, the magic was there.
Now, is there someone that you like?
What was that?
Is there someone that you would like to face, a dream match for you?
There's a lot of people that I would like to work with, like in a one-on-one setting. Like a Bandido and Fratelli would be dope for sure.
Be careful what you ask for.
Right? Hey, I'll keep asking if it's that easy.
There's good things coming with NTLL. We'll get more into that, but here's a local fan out of here from Lancaster, Carlos Cordero. VITO, no Jack Fancy on the 20th?
I think Jack Fancy is going to be there, but I don't think he's going to be in my corner that night.
No, VITO kicked him to the curb. He's too big for Jack Fancy now.
We had a little falling out. I don't want to be a part of Fancy International anymore.
Yeah, he didn't want to sell no more pies on the street.
Right.
I got but here's one thing that on March 20th, what we're talking about, you have a tough challenge. We're having a 6-way scramble for the NTLL heavyweight title, and you're facing someone on this card that many people don't know, but Alex Hammerstone is the MLW heavyweight champion of one of the feds that you want to work for. He is that heavyweight champion. So and you have Rey Mysterio in your match. You have Super Astro Jr. You have Valioso, Piloto Suicida. What do you think about this match? Looking at it, going into it.
Man, that match is a huge challenge. You got some of the best, like literally some of the best in the world today. Not saying to be cliche. Super Astro Jr. is an amazing, amazing talent. Valioso, I've worked with him before. He's badass. The King Rey Mysterio, I've never been in the ring with him, but I've seen a lot of his work, and that guy's like on point. Alexander Hammerstone, like you said, he's the MLW heavyweight champion right now. He's a former PCW champion, which we were talking about a little bit earlier. And that guy's a beast. He's a beast. He's a freaking monster. So that's going to be a challenge. That'll probably be like one of the hardest matches I've ever been a part of. And then the champ, Piloto. Me and Piloto, we fought together. We fought against each other, but never in a setting quite like this. Never in a 6-way, never in a scramble. It's always been like a 2-on-2 situation, 3-on-3. And a lot of the times we've been on the same side. So I got my eye on him.
Well, Piloto has the hard everyone's going to target. He's the target. Everyone's going to be after him. But, one of the biggest things, I think we have 3 main events in one main event. Because, first of all, to see Vito Fratelli versus the King Rey Mysterio, that's a main event match in itself.
Anyway.
To see you versus Alex Hammerstone, 2 powerhouses, that's a super main event.
Right.
And then, against Piloto, and then against Super Astro Jr. I think this main event easily 3 main events in one. And the best part is that it is for the NTL heavyweight title. You know, Piloto walks away. He's gonna be. There's no shutting him up. He's already.
Right.
He walks away with the title for this match. It's over. You know what I mean? But whoever walks away winner, you know, you're gonna be a real.
They're gonna be they'll deserving that title, you know, and it's making this possible. You know what? I never seen more of a perfect card, you know, especially the main event. You know, they got the high flyers, they got the powerhouses. So, dude, this is gonna be a very interesting match. You know, I can't wait for March 20 to see this match, to see the main event. The main event itself pays for the ticket, man. So, you know, good luck against Hammerstone, man.
Dude, and you got VITO FRATELLI and Hammerstone, which are these two big powerhouses that are also high flyers. Fuck yeah, I was seeing VITO doing stop this out of the ring, and I see Alex Hammerstone doing his flips over the top rope. And these guys are huge, man. VITO's a big dude. You know, you don't know who's gonna be flying that day. And you know, just to go a little bit over the card, that's the main event. But every match on this card is a main event in itself, man. We have our champion Viva Van versus Jasmine Allier, which is a super talent coming in from Texas. We have the Superboys, Superboy Junior, Superboy, and Legacy versus the Alley Fuckers for our 6-man tag team titles. That match right there is a main event. You know, we have our champ Ty Ray. Talk about someone that doesn't shut up. Ty Ray versus Gordon Cruz, man. Dude, that's the main event match right there. Anywhere else, these will be main event matches. And this is what I want this card to be a super card because it's our first show back after 2 years being shut down. That's why it's NTL Resurrection. And we want to set the standard. I want to set the standard to all my fellow promoters. If you're going to do a show, do a good show. Let's bring good talents. Let's bring good quality shows back to the fans. I think every fan deserves a good quality show. And, you know, this is why when I was putting the show together, this is what I was looking at. And I talked with Superboy. Superboy is one of my right hands behind the scenes. And, dude, we're making each match. We're like, fuck, that's the main event. No, we still got one more. You know, and that's what we want. We want the fans to be excited. We want the fans to not sit down, be on the top of the edge of their seats the whole show. But this main event, honestly, I really don't know what's going to happen. Dude, just look at the 6-man in this match. Hammerstone, dude's a beast. He does it all. I wonder. This is what I wonder. Who's going to do the more suplexes, VITO or Hammerstone?
That's true. And not only that, on the flying side, you know, like we said, VITO and Hammerstone, they're high flyers also. But remember, we have a second generation high flyer, Super Astro. Valioso, also from Guadalajara, is coming to give it its all. You can't talk any less about Rey Mysterio or Piloto because they're all high flyers. So this is going to be a very interesting match. You know what? It's going to be grounded. It's going to be aerial. It's going to be all over the place. But you know what? Like Joe said, you know, every match is a main event, a match. You know, this card is fully packed. And, you know, right now we're just can't emphasize enough. People, get your tickets in advance. Get your tickets. You go buy your tickets already, you know, because it's going to be a full house. It's going to be a full house, and, you know, it's going to be a great show. And not only that, but you know what? The atmosphere that we've been living in NTLL is awesome, dude. You can't go wrong with this atmosphere. You know, it brings out, you know, the best in everybody, not only in the wrestlers, but the people as well. So it's going to be a fun night.
You know, we did that show for the kids back in December, and I was really surprised. I'll be honest, you know, I was like, we haven't done a show in 2 years. And I really wanted the crowd to go out there. Dude, we had a packed house. I was really, really surprised. I turned around and told you, wow, imagine what March is gonna be like,
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know what we're gonna do with this show, because this show is so off the hook. I have workers calling just to be invited to the show. They want to see this big event. We have our tag team champs, the Tóxicos, Romeo, Ave Dragon. They're facing two veteran wrestlers that really want to see what these guys have. Látigo Blanco, Charrito de Oro. But not only that, we have the Limited brothers, Prince of Limited, coming back to NTL after 15 years that he's working in our show. He's coming back with his brother Vega to challenge the winner of the match for the tag team titles. So, it's, I don't think you can fit more wrestlers in this show. But, how does it feel to be part of this main event? Honestly, you're going to have the chance to face Rey Mysterio for the first time. I didn't even know that. You had a chance to face Superazo. You probably worked with him a couple of times. Valioso, Piloto, but Hammerstone. Everyone in that ring is going to have the chance to face a world champion, which is Hammerstone. And this guy's been everywhere. What's your mindset going into this match?
To win. My mindset is to win. My mindset is to go out there, kick ass, and take names. Like, I'm not playing. 2022 needs to be bigger than 2021. And this is one hell of a way to prove myself. Like you said, Hammerstone's the man right now. MLW heavyweight champion. And he's somebody you want to clash with. He's somebody you want to beat up in that ring.
And this will be the perfect setting come March 20. It's gonna be awesome. You know what? We're gonna see two powerhouses. We're gonna see four high flyers. Dude, I can't express this enough. It's gonna be an awesome match, man. March 20th.
Knows that this main event will be awesome. But Superboys, LA Fuckers, brand new 6-man team titles on the line. That right there is going to be and then we have we have Maserati and Gypsy versus Milo. Dude, like I said, every match is. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, This match, Hammerstone, NLW is gonna open to a lot of people. So this is your match.
I'm ready. I'm freaking ready.
Good luck, Vito. Good luck with that match. And I have no doubt in my mind that you will be the next NTLL champion, man. I don't have no doubt in my mind. You've been working hard for this. This is just another opportunity for you to collect another belt. That's right. How many have you had in the past year?
6.
There you go. One more in your mantle. You have to make some room.
Yep. Make some space. Let's do it. Let's collect some more hardware.
And I have a surprise for everyone in this show. The winners will be taking a brand new title home. I decided since it's our resurrection, everything should be new. All the belts will be brand new, and one of the newest belts will be the NTLL Heavyweight Championship. So it's a lot on the line for not only for NTLL because this is a big match for us as well, but it's a lot on the line for these 6 men going in there. And like I said, honestly, Superboy, not because Vito's here, but who is your favorite for this match?
You know what? I have to say it's Vito. Like I said, I've been following his career, since 2016, and whoa, he has amazed me. You know what? I never seen Hammerstone. I have to catch up on some videos, but I seen like highlights. He's reckoned to be not to be messed with. But you know what? I have no doubt that our powerhouse Vito Fratelli is gonna come on top. That's my prediction.
That's right.
Vito,
that's right.
Last week he said the King Rey Mysterio was going to win. All right, so
that's because he was on last week, right?
I know. Come on.
And,
don't you remember you were kissing ass to the King Rey Mysterio?
The week before that, he told Jasmine Al Aire that she was going to be the new champion too.
No, that's just called Piloto. Hey man, you're gonna keep your belt.
Yeah, Piloto's gonna call.
You're gonna still be champion.
It's hard to say, man. Honestly, it's hard to say on this one because you have 6 super talented wrestlers in this match, and a lot of people don't know who Valioso is. Valioso is, dude, he's another person that's going to set a high standard in Lucha Libre in LA.
Yeah.
A lot of people got to see him back in December here, and they were like amazed by him. But you got Super Astro Jr., who just won the junior heavyweight title up in Pro Revolution up in San Jose. And he's going to want another belt.
Right.
He's going to want another belt.
He's another guy that's been, he's not clinching onto his dad's name, dude. Let me tell you that right now. He's been also, just knocking on doors, going here, going there. And, sometimes you might say, oh, he's got his dad's name backing him up. But, dude, his style, his quickness, his high flying, and he's young, but he has that experience because he's been in this business since he was a little kid. So he knows what he's doing out there, not only wrestling wise, high flying wise, he's got it all too. And just don't, just because of a small stature, don't disregard this guy because, like I said, the championship could go any way, man, because it's too much talent in this ring, too much talent. Valioso, like Bandido was saying, nobody. If you haven't heard about Valioso, well, you're gonna hear about him and you're gonna see him on March 20th because he comes from Guadalajara, Jalisco, my hometown, and dude, that is the cuna of the great wrestlers. That's where they're bred, man. And dude, Valioso brings a lot to the table. He's got also high flyer, very quick. When it comes to mat wrestling, he's got it. Like I said, every single wrestler here, Scott, and but the most important thing, they're all hungry. They're all hungry for that belt. Everybody wants to take home that belt. So, Vito, you got your homework. You have to do your homework. You got to scout these guys. You gotta know where it hurts so you could hurt them more. I don't know if Hammerstone has a weak spot, but man, I will be looking for it.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
We have Erica Ramirez. You are awesome, Vito. Yeah, your family's going on.
Thank you.
We have El Rojo. I sent him the link to join us. He says, "Saludos to the three, greetings to the 3 young men." Piloto Suicida. What's up, you guys? Where is the subtitles? No comprende. So if you want to send a message to Piloto, say in Spanish because he don't comprende.
You know what? I heard Piloto on the mic many times before, and I know he understands English.
Animaniac from TJ.
Always talking crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's all you know is this piece of cake, motherfucker. Come here.
Yeah, right. Kiss my
sexy ass.
Well, he added sexy to that one, Maurice. So yeah, he's growing. His vocabulary is growing. But
he's come a long way. I don't know. He's come a long way. I really now that we're older, I see him. He's speaking English. Well, kinda. Anyways, I don't know if you've seen him in a video that they posted on Facebook. It was back in 1991, I think it was. And And he's a very young piloto, no English, and that's how I remember him. And now he's come a long way. So at least he's saying bad words, but he knows what he's talking about.
But he sounds the same as he did back then. The voice hasn't changed for anything. We have a saying, "Tiene la voz de pita de calabaza." Now, a big shout out to my boy Piloto, which has been a great friend. Also, a big supporter of NTLL for the past 20 years, man. He's been one of the guys that always helped support us since the beginning. That's why this match, dude. You see, my champions asked me for a strong match. I gave him a strong match. Tyree wanted a strong match. He got a strong match. Vivo Van wanted a strong match. She got a strong match. Piloto said he wanted a strong match, but he still says it's a piece of cake. So I don't know. I don't know. So, what flavor of the cake are you, Vito, for Piloto?
That Italian wedding cake.
Thank you.
No, but honestly, people, this main event, you do not want to miss out on it. It's going to be a killer of a main event, man. Dude, you got these 6 guys, and you know what? I'm going to tell you one thing. One thing that we haven't really touched base on. The King, Rey Mysterio, talk about being him. He's never won a title. A name like Rey Mysterio to call himself the King, he's going to want to set a presence at this match.
He's going to want to prove it.
He's going to have to prove it. So, I think that.
Well, they've been calling him also. They've been calling him also the Giant Killer because he's been facing guys double his size. Yeah. So he's self-proclaimed the Giant Killer. The Giant Killer. But you know what? So be careful. Be careful, Vito. You never know.
Never know.
Not to mention our other champion, our Antelope Valley champion, Legionario, who's just online saying hello to Vito. He has Chaz Herrera, an up-and-comer that's also doing very well. So even that match right there gets you off the hook.
Yeah, Chaz has been killing in LA too.
Yeah,
he's been everywhere.
That's another guy that I've been trying to get to NTLL, but for some reason, Bandido doesn't like him. He said he hasn't proven anything. I do, dude. Maybe you're looking at the wrong Chaz.
Just to be on the real, I think Superboy put his word out there for a lot of these guys that are coming in, and they have a lot to prove. Chaz, he's going up against Legionario, who is a veteran in the business, is the Antelope Valley champion, and he's got his second wind. I don't know if you've seen him. He's dropped about 30 pounds, gaining pure muscle, back in the gym training at Knox Pearl. So he's here to be the champ, not to play. So Chaz is going to have a tough one, and we're going to really see in that match who comes up on top, man. And there, on all these matches, there's not going to be no losers. Honestly, everyone's a winner because the quality of every match, it's a high standard, honestly. And my problem right now is I don't know what to do for the next show.
How do you stop it, right?
Exactly.
Stacked cards, stacked.
Well, really. I already have in mind kind of who I want to wrestle my whoever wins the championship. So it's funny that you mentioned my tocayo. We've been in talks since the beginning of the year. So there's Superboy knows I've talked to him about it. There's a Puerto Rican guy with an afro that wants to come into NTLL. That likes to spit apples at people. There's a list that are willing to come in. So I'm sure I could top this one, but I just want to make sure
there's a big waiting list of great wrestlers that that want to give it a hurl, give it a try, come to NTLL. but you know what? You gotta stand in line. You know, you just can't come in. You know, you have to keep on knocking at that door. You know, you gotta prove yourself. It doesn't matter if you come highly recommended for me. Joe wants to see him in action. Joe wants to see if he's worthy of, you know, maybe you'll come for the first time. But like I said, that's what separates you from a lot of people, Vito, that nobody has opened any door for you. Yeah, they opened it, but you know, you walked in and you stayed, you proved yourself.
Right.
And that's a whole different ball game. You know, I could recommend somebody, but you know, we are opening the door, but they got to prove themselves. They got to prove themselves and they got to stay. And they, you know, they not only say, oh, speaking of Superboy likes him, or, you know, Jack Fancy likes him. No, not only does the people have to like him, but, you know, he's got to prove something to NTLL. So, yeah.
And, you know, anyone that can have a great match with Mr. California has my respect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, snap.
I told my deal, dude. You know what? And look, I have nothing against Jack Cartwheel. I think he's an excellent talent. You know, he's got a lot of charisma. He's got that spunk, dude. But really, you know what? If somebody put him over, or somebody had the charisma, it was always Vito Fratelli in that Mafia Italiana style that you have. That goes a long way. And, you know, it's not that you have chemistries. You have what it takes, you know, to go out and wrestle just about anyone. Because when they put him against you, he was a greenhorn. He was a rookie, you know, and you know, thanks to you, you know, he's got to go a lot of places. You know what? It's like what they say. You know, behind every good man, there's a good woman, dude. You know, and that's true. You know, and when there's a good heel, you know, when there's a good babyface, there's always going to be a better heel. Yeah. And you know what? You have proven that. And like I said, I don't have anything against Jack Cartwheel. I think he's amazing. He's got a lot of charisma. But, you know, when I seen him again in the match with Santo, I said, wait, it's too early for him to be in that match. That's all I got to say.
Superboy, there's your answer. Yeah. Piloto Suicida.
Jack is a cheerleader.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had the pleasure of seeing Jack Cartwheel in person, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I seen him get put over on vid. I saw the matches with Vito. I saw Vito putting him over, and every match after that, he has not had a person with a talent as Vito. His matches haven't been good. So that really means to me that, like Superboy said, he still needs a little bit. He's still a little green behind the ears and needs to be in there a little bit longer. That's why I haven't really paid attention to him. But what that goes to show is how good Vito is in not only making himself look good, but making other people in the ring look good with him. And that speaks highly of a professional wrestler. Because there's guys in there that don't.
Oh, yeah.
No, Superboy knows. Abraham Jimenez. Vito has proven himself how many times? Wow. That's a good question, Vito.
Lots.
Plenty.
Just put it that way. Lots of times.
Lots of times. And you know, when we're doing this match, we're putting this match together, the first name that really came out, and my friend Scott Snot, I call him Scott Snot, but everyone knows that Jack Fancy and Superboy and I, we were talking about this, and the first name that came up was Vito Fratelli. We all agreed on that name, and we were like, oh, Vito has to be in that match. Rosie Velasquez says thousands. You've proven yourself thousands of times.
Man, thank you, Rosie. Thank you.
And Sunday, March 20th, is what make it 1,001 times. Here we go again, man.
1,001.
Everyone that's seen this live right now, put in the comments who's your favorite to win this match. I'm curious what the fans are thinking.
A ver, dice aquí el bandido que en su opinión, ¿quién es su favorito en esta lucha? Ya sea el piloto, Valioso, Superastro Junior, the King, Vito Fratelli o el mamado del güero.
Hey, no me gusta ser chismoso, pero when I introduced Superboy to Hammerstone, I'm going to say, yeah, this is the guy called you El Mamado.
Better watch your Superboy.
The first one came in. Rosie Velasquez says Vito.
Ahí está.
Right.
Vito. Who else? ¿Quién más?
I would love to give my opinion.
Nombres, queremos nombres.
But as the promoter, I will keep my opinion to myself.
That's fair.
Pues yo sí voy a decir, I'll say it, Vito.
Good boy.
This week.
and you know it, Vito.
Hey,
that's right.
I just want to let you know that Vito will be seeing the program next week just to see who he's saying next week.
Hey, the king, you're the king.
That was last week.
You're gonna win.
But I need to say one thing. One of my favorites, and always been my favorites, is my champ. That's why he's the champ. And as a promoter, I stand by my champ. I think he's gonna do very, very good. Let me see what he says right here. In that match is a lot of ass to kick. There you go. Por eso digo que como promotor siempre apoyo a mi campeón. Aunque el compadre no lo apoye, pero el promotor sí apoya a su campeón.
Va a haber mucho trasero que patear, dice mi compadre el piloto. Así es que vamos a ver, ahora sí, vamos a ver, porque va a estar muy interesante esta lucha. Son 6 exponentes muy buenos que se van a estar enfrentando para el campeonato de la NTLL este marzo 20. Así es que ya están los números ahí. ¿Cuál es el número para más información, mi querido Bandido? Tenemos que poner ahí un website, un número de teléfono. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde podemos hablar?
Para más información pueden entrar a la página oficial ntluchalibre.com. Ahí hay acceso para los boletos, hay para todo ahí está toda la información y ahí me pueden mandar un mensaje directamente. Pero sí les quiero decir, one thing I do want to say, that this might be the only time you see these 6 men in the same ring.
That's true. Very true. Very true, because a lot of promoters out there don't have that mindset. Don't have, you know what? I hate to say it, but they're so cliche, you know. People from Mexico against people from Mexico. They don't mix it up. They don't mix it up the locals from people from Mexico, from the West Coast, from the East Coast. They never mix them up. You know, that's why you keep saying the same story over and over and over again. NTLL wants to break that cliche. They want to put something new. They got the King Rey Mysterio. They got Super Astro Jr., Valioso, Piloto, our heavy, our champion. Vito Fratelli, the powerhouse, and El Mamado.
You know, and hablándolo acá about Alex Hammerstone, he impresses me a lot because for the man of his size, the moves he does and the commitment he has in the ring, you know, I honestly feel bad. I really feel bad for the King Rey Mysterio. I think he's the smallest guy in there, and he's gonna be Vito.
Oh, Super Astro. I think Super Astro is smaller.
Really?
Yes.
Super Astro got some size on him. He got some muscle.
He got size,
he got
though,
some weight.
Yeah, he's got size, but he's I think shorter.
I don't know, but I feel sorry for those two guys. I think it's going to be down to Hammerstone and Vito. They're going to try show themselves with a suplex on these two guys.
All I'm saying, don't get in between these guys.
Back and forth to each other.
Don't get in between these guys, because they're going to clean house.
That's right.
I'm guaranteed. I can see it right now. They're going to clean house, and it's going to be like a one-on-one match.
You know, and honestly, I want to tell you something. As a fan, as a wrestling fan, Lucha Libre fan, I would like to see Vito Fratelli and Alex Hammerstone go at it. I think that alone is worth the price of admission.
Most definitely, I agree with that. 100%.
One thing, a lot of people are asking me about price of admission. I'm gonna say it. They don't believe me. Ringside.
I know, Bandido. You're gonna be charging $130.
Well, for this card, would you pay $130, Sergio?
I would definitely pay $130.
Eight matches, high quality. Ringside, which is almost sold out, which our ringside's holding 240 seats. Almost sold out is $35.
Wow.
General admission, $20.
Can't go wrong with that.
Cannot beat that. You can't beat that with a stick. That price is too good.
And the reason we do that is because, like I said, I want to bring high quality shows back to the fans. Fans want to go to these shows and enjoy the shows and walk away with merchandise. If they spend all the money on the admission, they don't got no more money to spend on merchandise. I want everyone to walk away with a VITO FRATELLI shirt, Hammerstone shirt, Superazo shirt, you know, and that's the whole point of what doing live events is. Having fans walk in with the shirts. I was talking to Superboy Jr. Superboy, I told him we're talking about maybe they're gonna have their own merch this show. So nice. I'm hoping because a lot of people are asking for Superboy merchandise.
We're working on that. Also, you know what? I just want to bring in another really good point that was made last Tuesday, Bandido, about Rey Mysterio. That he's willing, to stand there and give that people that autograph, that picture, the selfie. Is VITO willing to do this for their fans? I know you are, VITO. I don't even have. Maybe I insult you by telling you this because I see you in every match. You take your time. You go out there. After the match, because when you come out, you're focused on your match. You don't see. You're like a bull. You don't see anything but red. You go straight in the ring. But once you're out of the ring, once your match is over, you get that time to, give that autograph, say hi to the little kids. Because a lot of kids, believe it or not, a lot of kids follow VITO FRATELLI. They might see this big powerhouse, but he has a gentle heart, dude. I've seen it. All these kids going up to you and, just tapping you or giving you a hug. It's that nice, And when the kids and fans go up to you and show that emotion, it's because you're doing the things correctly. So yeah, I can't just emphasize enough, wrestlers, once your match is finished, or if you have a meet and greet, don't sell your pictures, don't sell them, I think the fans, they deserve that picture with their favorite wrestler. If they come up to you, just take that picture. Yeah, sell your T-shirt, your mask, whatever merchandise you have. But I think the most courteous thing to do is just to pose and stand by a fan and take that nice picture. Because at the long run, it's going to be a great memory. As I was saying last time, when I used to love doing that, just standing, with people, take the picture. Not too long ago, a fan came next to me and told me, you mind if I take a picture with you and my sons? It was 2 kids and the daughter and his grandsons. Nice. Once I take this picture with them, he pulls out a picture and it's him and his 3 boys, like 5 or 6, or 8 years old. And that just, I just got to me. That was so nice, and, that was a great feeling. And, this is what Lucha Libre is about. This is about wrestling, to have that, that memento, have that nice a picture of your favorite wrestler.
Now,
so, yeah.
One thing I want to clear up, there will be a meet and greet. Doors open at 2 p.m. Ringside is going to be let in at 1:40. There will, as soon as you walk in, there will be a meet and greet. And another thing I want to make sure people understand, we are not going to be at the fairgrounds. We are going to be at the Pioneer Event Center, which is off Avenue I by the baseball stadium. And this place, you guys are going to love it. Once you walk in, we're gonna have a nice setup for the meet and greet, and then the anywhere you sit in this place, you can see the ring beautifully. So that's very important. ringside is going to be let in about 1:40 p.m. General admission will be let in at 2 p.m. and there will be a meet and greet. Very important right now. Another person that will be there March 20th, Sergio Garcia, El Platanito, says, "Hey, banda, saludos, Vito. Keep the good work up. You are a true wrestler."
Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Platanito. This guy's been a part of everything, right? Everything here. He's seen everybody in the ring. Best seat in the house, and for him to say that's a real honor.
Now, does Vito Fratelli have merchandise for March 20th?
Yeah, I'll have shirts there. Also trying to get some 8x10s by then as well.
Now, my question is, does Piloto Suicida have merchandise for March 20? Because he put this face for you, man. He's already talking shit with emojis.
Un saludo para mi compadre, el pollo que los está viendo. Un saludo, compadre.
He got called a hater by Piloto.
Un saludo también para mi compadre el plátano, mi querido bandido. There's a video on Facebook, a video from 1981 with some of the main eventers. I think it's Huracán Ramirez. Jesus Christ, I can't remember. But all the old timers. And Platanito's the main referee. Super Astro,
Wow.
Caballero 2000, better known as Ultraman or Damien 666 back in 81. A lot of the old timers. I can't remember, but I was just watching it a while ago. My brothers are in those videos also. There's still the first match is a 1-on-1 Super Astro versus Capitan Oro. It's from 1981. Roy Lucia puts those videos on YouTube and he shares them on Facebook also. So, you know, and like I said, my compadre Platanito is the main ref in those matches.
Wow. It's like the video that the other day I saw with Acero Dorado put up with you and Acero Dorado when he was a high flyer.
Yeah, Roy got a handful of all these videos back from the early 90s, and he's got a whole bunch from the early 80s also. So he's been putting them together because remember, these are VHS tapes. And, some of them are pretty damaged. So he's been fixing them and just putting them on YouTube and sharing them on Facebook. So he's been doing a great job, restoring these tapes. These tapes were lost for about, 15 years. So, I'm happy to say that, he's putting them out there. He's every time there's one of me, he always tags me and tells me, oh, I put the video. I said, cool. So he's not only putting the video, but he's putting the flyer. He puts the flyer and then he puts the video. So that's pretty cool. That's somebody that's taking the time just to do that.
The cool thing about us modern folks like Vito and myself, like we're the new wave. All our stuff's gonna be on streaming. So never.
Right.
The new millennium.
Tuleño.
Milenio. ¿Eres milenio?
Soy tuleño. But Vito, it's been a pleasure, bro. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people have asked me to have you on. They want to know a lot about you. I learned a lot about you. I didn't know you that you started off with my good buddy Ron Rivera. That guy, he's also a pioneer. He opened the door for a lot of people. And then Martin Marin, Mr. Good Rep, Bad Rep, doesn't matter, but he did a lot for Lucha Libre out of the Anaheim marketplace. Hats off to that guy. But it goes to show where you came from, man, and you're still around. It's just like Leo Cholo. Leo Cholo came out over there, and he's a great talent, a good friend. But Vito Fratelli, Sunday, March 20th, you have an opportunity, pretty much of a lifetime, and I don't want to say it just because it's NTL, but just to be in the ring with these 6 guys, which probably will never happen again, that's right there alone. It's going to be a great match. I feel bad for my champ Piloto because he's going to have a bullseye on his back. Honestly, everyone's going to be targeting him. I spoke with Hammerstone, and he's like, yeah, I'm MLW champion, but another belt don't hurt. So, you know,
Right. Man.
so, you know, everyone has their eye on the prize. And Sunday, March 20th, like I said, it's going to be a total of 8 matches. Each match is going to be a main event style match. I don't see which one would be the weak link of the show. Every match will be high quality match. I'm excited about the Superboys versus the Fuckers for the 6-man tag titles, man. That right there is going to set a new standard locally and, you know, all around. But the main event, like I said on the commercial, the super mega main event is the 6-man, and you can't miss it. Sunday, March 20th, and you can't say the tickets are too expensive. $20, ringside $35. Get let in early to the meet and greet. You get to meet Superboy. Superboy's will be at the meet and greet. You know, VITO.
I'll be there. Come and take a picture with me. I'll gladly take a picture with anybody. Anybody, I don't care.
And you know what I mean? So we will see you March 20th. VITO, once again, thank you for your time, man. And we appreciate it. We had a great time talking to you. And I hope all the fans out there learn a little bit more about VITO. And like I said, the best way to support a wrestler is buying the merchandise. Same thing like Superboy said.
Exactly. And I know, VITO, you already made room on that mantle. You already have a spot for that belt. So, dude, you got to go home a winner. So I'll see you March 20, definitely. If I don't see you anytime sooner, brother, take care. You know, peace and love always, brother.
Always,
Thank you, Superboy. Thank you, Bandido. NTLL Heavyweight Championship. It's coming home. Forget about it.
Look who's knocking.
Have a good night, man. Good night, Superboy.
Pues buenas noches, ahí nos estamos viendo, mi querido Bandido, y estamos ahí al tanto.
¿Cómo ves al VITO? El VITO va con todo, ¿eh?
Va con todo, VITO FRATELLI.
Vamos, VITO, le están diciendo Cruz Carrillo, shout out and call the legend Superboy. Ahí está. Pero, como te digo, una de las cosas de esta lucha, de la lucha estelar, va a ser la primera vez que vas a ver a estos 6 luchadores en el mismo ring y puede ser la última vez, honestamente.
¿Tenemos poquito tiempo, mi querido Bandido?
Sí.
Para poner el programa de Santa Bárbara, ¿no lo pusiste ahora?
No, pues estoy esperando que entre el rojo. Mendigo rojo
no, ese rojo se le durmió el gallo.
Pero también quiero anunciar que el sábado 19, el día antes de Blanca, estamos en Santa Bárbara. Y agregado, llega la leyenda, el Ángel Blanco Jr. a Santa Bárbara el 19 también, ¿eh?
Wow. Y también la primicia que dieron la semana pasada, el Chilango regresa. El original Chilango regresa a Santa Bárbara.
El original Chilango va a ser el Chilango
The King.
The King y Superastro para el valioso Ángel Blanco y se ve aquí el Charrito de Oro.
Ahí está, fenomenal.
So ya saben, el sábado 19 para la gente que se les queda más cerca Santa Bárbara, los esperamos el 19 y el domingo en Lancaster. Ahí está el cartel completo. No se lo pueden perder, amigos. El fin de semana va a ser un fin de semana lleno de buena lucha. Santa Bárbara y Lancaster. Dice, ya se fue VITO. Nice, VITO. I'm kicking your buddies. Dice, ando en chinga con una orden. Eso es todo, mi bro. Eso fue VITO. Nice. I'm kicking your butt. Ahí está, Superboy. Nos vemos el próximo martes. Que nos acompañe el rojo. Vamos a tener más detalles sobre el 19 y el 20 de marzo. No lo pueden perder, amigos. Nos vemos el próximo martes. Superboy,
ya está, mi querido, porque la fecha se aproxima. Lo estamos viendo. Próximo martes.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.